man, you know, it's in my personal life, man. I don't always be that personal, but I'm in a situation now, like when it comes to like, my livelihood once again is still under attack. You know, and I'm always hesitant to speak about like life, but it's like to an extreme that's, you know, the same as like it been the past year, but even more so. Cause like I mean, you know, me being like a driver and all these days, like it's like the way it is. You can't, you know, if you can't, you can't abandon your livelihood. You know, if you do, you'll never get another job. But yet, you're coerced to do so. It's crazy. Like I just want people, you know, to be aware of the times in which we live, man. I'm under real persecution. I'm used to it though, but it's still not normal. Like it's crazy. It's been a situation been happening for years where it's like a pattern. And it's not just isolated events. It's been the same thing, and it's an organized harassment crime. You know, corporate, like it's like a crime that's on high and high. Like it got bases in high society, and it started years ago, and it's just like followed me. Like it's been an intentional infliction. You know, because you know it's impossible for nobody not to know that will damage a person. You know. But as you're forced into those directions for that very purpose, which is illegal and unconstitutional. And so then you're attacked with weapons and things, and I'm attacked with weapons in my proximity, you know, in plain sight, like, and nobody flinches. Like, that's was the kind of thing that was going on. Like, you know, that don't sound like watermelon. I mean, I'm like, hello? Some help is needed. Somebody, you know, like, what, do nobody care about what's right? You know, it's crazy. That's how it's been for a long time in my life, though. It's like I be bullied out of livelihood like every year, all year, with violence. You know, though I don't do anything violent to nobody, yet I'm attacked violently every 365. You know, it's organized distortion campaigns and racketeering and all this stuff to put you in a position where you're more vulnerable and settle for the same thing and that you never prosper. When in reality, the real reason they're doing that because it's like it's a spiritual thing going on. It's like somebody trying to they don't want the power of God made manifest. And my existence, I'm gonna do that. Paul, you know, it manifests God's power. So it's really more complicated than the actions of one person and what they do to you. You know, everything has to be seen for what it is, and it's been a long pattern and timeline of the same type of event. You know, so whether or not something is the case now, you know what I'm saying, that we got to trace back, like, to see the situation, like, it has roots in higher society, higher social classes, that it's been an intentional effort by those, you know, and that's an ongoing crime. Therefore, anything is null and void, you know, and for me, and why would I be subject to such, you know, like, scrutiny if the same thing's still happening? Like, it making no sense, you know. It's a crime, you know. It's like a trap. It's a way. It's all of those crimes, like, over high levels, like it is, and it continues to happen. You know, it's not a coincidence. You know, somebody can make sense of that. I don't really care, but yeah, man, livelihoods still targeted. You know, been happening for a while, and wouldn't be bad if, you know, I mean, I know it ain't for nothing that I do personally, you know. I handle all my business, you know, God gave me blessing. I excel in everything I ever try, you know, and I just, you know, it's the glory of God, favor of God, you know. So it ain't never nothing I'm doing. It's been an organized, distortion, demonic, antichrist campaign put on my life for the course of many years, and it's still here, still present right here, in spite of, you know, national awareness of it. It's crazy.